wait and see with Brandon Aiyuk right now? Just hanging out, seeing if he and the Niners fall apart? Is that the way things are right now?
Yeah, that's kind of where it was. I mean, they've been waiting all along. They felt the ball was in the 49ers court. And then, of course, they thought, okay, they're probably going to try to re-sign him, which appears to be the case. Rich, I can't remember our last conversation, but the Steelers I was told, were not going to offer any players in a trade. Now, don't ask me why, but they weren't. And they're not about to budge. They were going to offer draft picks, a number 2, and then something else. So I guess they're just kind of waiting to see what the 49ers decide to do with him. Obviously, Rich, they would like to have him. I don't want to say they need to have him. When you have George Pickens, you don't need to have him, but there's no question they'd like to have him, and we'll kind of see how it plays out.
What's the sense of a second-year leap for Pickens, Gerry?
Well, so far what we've seen, this guy catches everything that they throw to him. Doesn't matter if it's on the sideline, on a slant, down the field. I mean, he just, every day in training camp, he's making a catch that just wows the people in attendance who see, the fans who see it all the time. And, he in terms of big plays, there can't be too many receivers in the league capable of making more big plays than this guy. I think they just expect bigger things from him. And again, based on what we've seen, there's no reason to think that we won't.
Yeah, I mean, the line that Tomlin used preseason with him, and then when I got a chance to chat with him prior to that game against the Colts on NFL Network, he used the phrase again. He tells Pickens to do the routine things routinely because he does the eye-popping stuff routinely. And it's the routine stuff routinely. Has he nailed that down, do you think, Gerry, the routine stuff?
Rich, I always say he makes the routine play look spectacular and the spectacular play look easy. and so, yeah, I mean, everything, his route running, with the quick slants, things over the middle.
Right.
And they want to take advantage of that because they want to take advantage of his ability to run. That appears to be better. Again, we'll see what happens in games. But, they're like I said, there is no reason to suspect that there's going to be nothing but bigger things from George Pickens.
And again, your sense, just to circle back one last time on the Aiyuk trade, your sense is that the Steelers are not throwing another current human being on their roster in this trade to San Francisco if somehow the Aiyuk 49er conversations fall apart completely and they just say, screw it, we're sending you to Pittsburgh, that's it. That there is not going to be another player on the roster of the Steelers going back to San Francisco in the same way that the reporting was Amari Cooper would be somebody, or the Niners needed to have a receiver back to supplement the loss of Aiyuk for this year.
The Steelers' understanding all along, Rich, was that the 49ers wanted a receiver and they were going to try and go get one maybe somewhere else, and then it was going to kind of be a 3-team deal. They also thought their division rival, the Browns, might get him because they could give them Amari Cooper, and Jimmy Haslam, who's been known to make insane, ridiculous deals, just might do that, for Aiyuk and the 49ers. But right now, the Steelers aren't prepared to throw another deck chair on the Queen Mary, Rich. I mean, they're standing pat. I'm not going to sit here and be Omar Khan. But they've been very adamant to me that there is not going to be a player involved. And again, why? I don't know. But that's their stance. They're just going to stick with draft picks for him.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.